Yo, what's going on? I just left the gym, so let's go to Michael's. I know.
You need to leave.
Yarn. You say you have all this yarn. You have all of this yarn, and you're not going shopping this year. What happened? Well, I got a custom order for a friend, so I'm gonna go pick up the yarn that she specifically wants, because I don't have. It's like a multi-yarn. It's like a specific yarn that you can get from the store. Anyway, I'll put in the inspo for this hat that I have to make. But yes, so that's why I'm going to the store. So let's go to Michael's, see if they have the yarn. If not, we'll go to Hobby Lobby. Let's go. All right, the yarn's way over there in the back. So let's go and check it on out. Okay. Well, this gets sidetracked by this section here. But let's see if they have it. It's not looking like they do. I know they used to have the yarn in Joann's, but you know, Joann's, rest in peace. You know, that thing going out of business. It might be already out of business. So let's see. The one that I'm looking for is like a multi-yarn, kind of similar to this. It's like Red Heart though, and I don't think they sell Red Heart here. I think they only sell their brand. Oh no, they have Red Heart, I'm lying. But Red Heart came out with a collection. The Red Heart came out with a collection. It's like a granny square. So like each time you do the granny square, they like mapped it out so that it will change colors every time. And that's the yarn that I'm technically looking for. I just don't think they have it, but we'll keep looking. It doesn't look like they have the yarn that I'm looking for specifically. So we're gonna go ahead. Dang, this music got loud. But it doesn't look like they have the yarn that I'm specifically looking for, by the brand that I'm specifically looking for. So I'm gonna test it out at another location. So we're probably gonna go to Joann's really fast. Not Joann's, shoot, they're going out of business. We're gonna go to Hobby Lobby really fast and see if they have it. If not, I'm gonna have to go to a different Michael's to see if they have it. If not, then I'm probably gonna have to come up with a pattern or kind of buy like multiple yarns or multiple colors, because it's a multicolor yarn that I'm looking for. It starts with black and then it's kind of like a highlight, a rainbow effect, and I don't really have those. I mainly have a lot of neutrals and a lot of like solid colors, like solid reds or solid greens, or you know, but I would need more so highlighters to give the effect. And it also would take a little longer to make the hat, which I'm not going for. So that's why I'm just trying to look for the yarns, because the yarn will automatically or change color for me, so I don't have to change color myself. It's not bad, it just will take a little longer, and I'm trying to just knock it out really fast so that way it's not lingering over my head. So that being said, let's get back in the car and let's go to Hobby Lobby. See you there. Into this one too. Let's see if they got what we need. Alright. So now we're gonna go. Theirs is like way down here, then way over there. Yeah, so there's all that fabric. And then we'll get into the yarn. Let's see. That's good to know that they still have this other yarn that I need. This yarn right here, I'm working on another project, so that's good to know that they have that. Even though I don't need that. Let's see. Okay, so excuse my hair. So anyways, I'm here at Hobby Lobby, and the yarn that I was gonna use to cheat with, like, I was gonna use the granny square change color yarn as like the base of the hat, because it would be mostly, they have one that was mostly black and then it would change to different colors throughout, like the highlighter colors throughout, and then I was gonna add a few colors that I had on hand to that. But since they don't have that, I'm gonna have to make it from scratch. I'll put the inspo pic probably over here. I'll tag the person whose hat it is. I have no clue. My friend Lily, I told her to screenshot it from this video that the lady was in.
What the fuck is this? I don't know.
I don't know if she made the hat. If she didn't, I'm gonna try to make it up the best way I can. So while we're here, I guess I'll get a few colors that are somewhat close to it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll try to test it out, see what we can do. Okay, these are the colors that I'm going with. I'm going with 2 black just in case I don't like the first hat. I have pink, but I don't have this bright highlighter pink, and I have purple, but I don't have this like fuchsia-ish purple. I feel like I have red, and I feel like I have lime green. I could be totally wrong. And I feel like I also have turquoise, because that was like the other color that I saw in the hat. But if I don't have turquoise, you know, I'll just come back. But I think that's all I have for right now. Or that's all I need for right now. So hopefully this is good and I have enough. I'll go ahead and get started on the hat tonight, and then I'll start working on changing colors. So I'll see you back when I'm starting the hat. Again, wish me luck. Okay, so everything that I purchased from Hobby Lobby yesterday is here. I've been wanting the crank loom, you know, the one that you do for knitting, just to test it out to see.
Bro,
how
what
it
are you talking
compares to
about, man?
actual knitting. I think I like knitting a little bit more, but I got this one just to see, or to test out, just because I've been seeing this around for a bit. I wanted to test how it would look if I tried to do like a sweater with it, or if I tried to make a hat with it. Probably will start with a hat, but it gives you step-by-step instructions. If not, you know, I'm a member of YouTube University, so I would go online and learn via YouTube. Yarn that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I had 2 blacks yesterday. One is obviously getting used, 1 purple, 1 pink. And then, like I said, I thought I had the teal or the turquoise, the red, and the green currently on hand. And I was correct. So I have a really bright red. I think it's like a ruby, if that makes sense. A highlighter green and a teal, aqua, or turquoise. So all of this, the main base of the hat, and majority, I want to say about 80 to 90% of the hat will be this color. I just need these highlighter-esque colors as standout colors to make the overall hat, the wavy bucket hat, pop. So you'll see in just a second. Alright, so this is the current progress that I have on the hat. I ended up adding about 5, of course, if you're including the black. But if you don't include the black, I added 5 of the primary, 5 of the additional colors or secondhand colors, except for 1, which was that highlighter pink. I have I'm thinking 1 more round for the brim itself. It's a little big on my son's head, my mannequin, Samuel. It's a little big on his head, but it will fit like a large, and his head is like a medium. So it will fit like a medium large per se. So that's how I always test it. Also, I have like my own personal measurements that I go based off of. But this is overall how the hat is looking so far. I have 6 right now for the brim of the hat. I'm gonna add one more round before we start the actual weave. So I'll show you guys that process and then we'll keep going. But overall, Samuel looks fly, man. He's doing his doggone thing. Hat is also coming together also. So that's good, that's good, that's good. So yeah, let's keep going. Hey yo, so we're back. I'm not gonna lie, I really forgot that I was making this video to do for this hat. And I'm pretty much so close to being finished. I think I have about a few more rows, but here's how it's looking so far. I think I have about, so I'm on around, I could just count. So as of right now, I'm on around, what you call it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6. So I'm on around 6 of 9. On the 9th row is when I will start to add all of the colors, or I'll crochet the last or the remaining colors that you see here. So I have all of these colors: the purple, the red, the teal or aqua, and the green. So that will be wrapped around each row, and then I'll also add one additional color, which is that pink. So that way you have that wavy effect, but you have it going from each color to the next. Sorry, I got so encapsulated with this show that I've been watching. It's the final season, and Joe, he just be doing too much for me. Like, he just be like, this, especially this season, like, come on, Joe, like, what are you doing? Normally I'm on his side, which is crazy. Like, how can you be on the killer side? Normally I'm on his side. Like, everything he does is justified. This season, it's a bit shaky, Joe. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit shaky. I can't be on your side this season. I'm actually rooting for everybody else. Yeah, everybody else needs to win except Joe this season. And it's so sad because I was really rooting for him, but right now he's not thinking with his head right now. He's thinking with the head, but he's not thinking with his head, if that makes sense. So anyways, I'll see you guys back when I start to do the color transitions on the very last row. Yeesh.
Yes. It's like, what is the point of feminism if I can't be trusted to know my own sexuality?
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not his wife.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not his wife. This is not his wife.
Only
You see?
6 hours till closing.
Close it.
Remember, it's about who's in control.
To do the wave, you're just going to go, you can pick, it really is how wavy do you want it, right? So for me, I typically do every third one is where I'm gonna add an extra stitch. So since I'm doing a half double crochet, every third stitch I will add two half double crochets, right? So I'll do my first one, that's one. I'll do my second one, that's 2 half doubles. My third one, I will do 1 and a second half double crochet in the same one. And that's what creates that wavy pattern. If I wanted the waves to be tighter, I could do every one. So I could do 2 half double crochets in every stitch. They'll be a lot closer together, be really close. I could do every 2, so it'd just be a little bit tighter. So just keep that in mind if you wanted to do a wavier pattern or a wave, create a wave or ripple effect throughout your crochet work. You're going to, I'm sorry, the closer the stitches are, the tighter the wave will be. If I did every 7, it'll be a looser wave or a looser ripple. Okay, so just so you guys can see it again, it's going to be a 1, 2, and then in the third one, I'm going to place 1 half double crochet, and then I'm going to add a second one in there also into the same stitch, and that's what creates that ripple that you see here. That ripple. I know it can be a little difficult to see with black yarn, so I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's how I create the wave. Okay, hey guys, so I was on round 6 when I last left you guys. Now I'm on round, well, I just completed round 7. I was gonna add another round of the black, but I don't think it's necessary. So for round 8, we will start to do the color change, okay? To do so, I'm actually gonna start by undoing my last one, and we'll just go ahead and change color now. So I'm gonna use, you can't really tell because the lighting is like crazy. This really, it's not doing it justice, but it's like a highlighter pink. And this is the brand. I use this brand for most of the yarn except, well, most of the yarn that was purchased was this brand. Very soft yarn, would recommend. It's like a 4-weight, and the color is pink neon. So yeah, like a really bright neon pink. The black is also this color, its name is black. And then same with that purple that I used. The rest was just like miscellaneous yarn. Most of it was purchased from either Michael's or Joann. I don't remember the actual brand. I think Loops and Threads. I always go for that. And don't know about the rest. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the color change. I'm gonna, the reason I undid that last one is so I can have a seamless transition from one color to the next. And I'll show you a little bit of that process for the initial color, which is that pink. All right, so now that I've done that, I can begin to knit. So I'm gonna start by chaining 2. I like to chain 2, some people don't. So I can either, well, I'm gonna cut my tail, again, leaving a decent distance if I want to weave it in or sew it in later. In this case, I kind of don't want to sew this string in particular later, so I'm gonna cut a decent length. I'm kind of done with the black yarn as of now, so the black can go over there. And since I have 2 tails, I'm just gonna carry them in the back of this pink yarn. To carry the yarn, I'm gonna go into the first one, and we're still continuing with the normal pattern of that every 3rd stitch we'll do 2 in the same hole, or 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so that was 1. We'll do 2, and same, all I'm doing is holding this, and this will float through, this tail will start to float through the back. So that's 2, hold on to this. When I go here, well, here, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. So when I go beneath the stitch, so I have 2 stitches. These are my 2 stitches, 1 and 2 on that side. I go underneath. I have these 2 tails on top of the stitch. I'll yarn over, and then you should have 3, but I didn't yarn over to begin with. So we'll yarn over, we see those two right here. We're going in that hole. We're holding our two tails. We're going underneath. We have 3. We're yarning over and we're pulling through all 3. Since this is the 3rd one, we'll yarn over, go into the same hole here, yarn over, 3, and we'll keep going. So now our tails are pretty much tucked. So if I keep going, 1, 2, 3, and for 2, 1, and the last one, we got 3. And then we'll pull this a little bit, and just like that, magic! This magic, it has disappeared, but you can see if you wanted to see where it went, you can go behind and you can see, you can try to follow it, but I like that it's seamless, and as you can see, the transition is pretty much seamless. So that's how I would do the color change for all 5 of the colors that I will be doing. I think I'll go like every 2 waves. So I'll just every 2.5. So I think that's what the picture did. So we'll do 1 wave, 2 waves and a half, change colors, you know? So yeah, I'll keep you guys informed on the process. All right, it is currently 11, going on 12 o'clock. So the hat has been finished. I just have to sew everything together. So sew up on my ends for the color changes. And then the hat will be actually complete, but I think it turned out pretty cool. It looks like it's very cool. It's like highlighters, like the brand, but hopefully my friend actually likes it. I'll send her an image of this. So actually, I'll do one right now. All right, so this is how the hat actually turned out. I think it's really trippy. Again, I'll sew up on my ends and then I'll show you guys the actual final look and the daylight. So this video will actually be finished tomorrow. So see you guys then. Until then, ayo. So I'm not gonna lie, it's been about 4 weeks. I know. A lot has transpired since I finished making this hat. Like, I finished it. I did finish it the next day. And I hit my friend up. As you can see, I still have that. So I hit my friend up. I'm like, hey, like, when you trying to link so I can get you the hat? And as you can see, like, our schedules have been clashing. We haven't been able to link. I got sick for like the past like 2 weeks, or like week and a half, 2 weeks. So I was like literally toting around the hat for like the longest, and I just could not. Oh yeah, check out my shirt though. Fire, tie. So I ended up still keeping the hat. Like, I had the hat and I like just took it out of the packaging because I remembered that I had to make this video and I wanted to drop it tomorrow. So that being said, many moons later, the hat is actually finished. As you can see, Samuel here is sporting it. Hopefully it will eventually get to my friend. Yeah, it just looks so great. Like this is not even doing it justice. Like, I'm gonna insert actual clips of the hat, like actually how I will market it. Because I am gonna add this hat actually to my website on Etsy, because I just actually fancy it so much. But as you can see, it turned out pretty cool. All the colors and everything like that. Like, the neons work so well together. I really wasn't thinking like, or I wasn't really I didn't think the outcome would turn out this well, is what I'm trying to say, essentially. So that being said, this is the conclusion of the video. Sorry it took so long, but if you like knitting, crocheting, a little bit of sewing, we'll get in there. But if you like seeing Sklonik start of his journey, if you will, if you like seeing how I maneuver, how I come up with all of these things on the fly, then go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe. Might be the channel for you. That being said, this is Sklonik, this is Samari T. I'm signing off for now. See you guys soon. Cheers!